Welcome back, Freshwater Fishing Novices. You saw my last video where I bought this trolling motor, which was 18 pounds of thrust. Now, I thought that was going to be enough to move my kayak, and I did a little bit of cursory research in my apartment, and I realized that this 18-pound thrust motor probably won't move my kayak as fast as I want to. Probably only going to move it about a mile, maybe just under 2 miles an hour. Now, that doesn't really work in current or a slight breeze according to the internet. So obviously, I don't want to be underpowered because I should just bring my pedals if I wanted that. And since I only spent $10 on this motor, not a real big loss. We'll keep this relic around. I bought another motor. I was gonna go with a 50-pound thrust. And then I talked to Craig, one of my buddies who comes into the meat market that I work at. And I was telling him, I was like, oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna go pick up this motor later. And he goes, dude, I have the same kayak. That might not fit in the hole. You might want to measure that first. I went to pick up the trolling motor I had ordered, and I wanted the 50-pound. Then upon looking at the actual size of the prop, there's no way it was like this big. And the hole in my kayak is that big. And it's a lot wider. There's no way it would have fit. So I paid for it already, so I just got a credit. And I realized that this is why people buy the Minn Kota Enduro. Let's crack this thing open. You might be asking how much this motor cost. It's about $1.50, $1.60, not $1. 150, 160. What the hell is it stuck on? Oh, you bastard! Oh, if you just tip it upside down, it works pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is plug it in, because that's what we should do. All right, let's get some power on this thing. And now I just need to wait for that mount. I have a package. I've done a lot of things that you did not get to see because I got my ADD in full effect. This shipment came in, did a lot of stuff aside of picking up that trolling motor that you saw moments ago. So let's talk about what I've done. I finally got this doodler shipped in, and we might as well put this in. So I think, and that just sits in like this. I'm gonna go get the part of the trolling motor, fit it in here, and then I'm gonna figure out where I have to trim it. Okay, so I put the drive in and had to attach it. I had to mess with a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna show you. Now it kind of pulls out. I had to pull this off and this collar off to slide the prop and the shaft up through this mount. And then I had to slide this down over it and attach this. Now I intend to cut this down so the motor part just sits right here, just above this. So maybe that much. What I'm gonna do is mark it right now and then cut it down. Where the heck's my thing? So there's a little lever back here. And I just scraped into the material with a screwdriver, a flathead. The only problem is I have a piece of plastic down in here. Let's get it out right now. There it is. Okay, put this back in. I have this piece of plastic, just a piece of PVC that I bought. Basically, I wanted to make something to protect this when I cut through whatever this material is, and I believe it's not metal. Now what I'm gonna do is instead, I've seen a lot of people use power tools and stuff like that, but you could just use a pipe cutter. So. Is that picking it up? So I'm just gonna loosen this up. Hopefully this is big enough to get around this. The upside is you'll have a nice clean line. I should caveat by saying this is the first time I've ever done this. Oh my God. Just one little fiber holding on there. There it is. All right, and now I'm just gonna attach the top of the trolling motor right there. So I'm here editing, and I'm looking at this shot right here on the computer, and I'm looking at this whole rigmarole. So you can see that sits flush. This thing is sitting up wicked high. It's almost a foot. That's more than a foot. It's sitting up out of the bottom of the kayak. But then I was thinking, why do I even need this? I'm not steering with it. It doesn't need to turn. Just hit that with some sandpaper real quick. And all I'm gonna do is mount right to that. And that should be my solution and my complete mounting situation for my trolling motor. And then I can adjust and figure out the height of where I want the trolling motor just by using that dial to lock it in. It's gonna hold it secure. It's a much more buttoned up, neat way to hold it. We can already see it's sticking up a lot less. Now I wanna trim this down. The heck's my marker? I'm gonna cut it right there. So it gives me a little bit of real estate to drill into and then mount that head of the trolling motor on. And it's only gonna sit right here, nice and low. I'm gonna cut that down. You guys don't have to watch this again. I'm just gonna come back after it's done. So now I got the head of the unit. I gotta feed it back through here with the wires. And that's where it's gonna sit. Okay, that's in there. Now the other thing I knew I was gonna have to do, sneak these wires back where they go. But I know someone in the comment section would say, hey, those are really long. So we're gonna trim them down. And yellow. Now, I'm gonna show you how to do a totally crappy job. Looks like I might need less wire. Let's fix that right now. Okay, let's see if this fits any better. Oh my God, nice and tight and not crimped up. Let's show you the awesome part. So I got my fresh paint job. I got my little skull dude on top. I have a modified handle right here so it doesn't stick out past this. I have a modified trolling motor mount. It's mounted directly to this plate. And I'll show you the rest of this. This side, it's a different paint job. Freshwater Fishing Novice branded. All right, so I got my I got my battery pack in here. So it looks like it's working. That's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Neutral, reverse. All right, so Freshwater Fishing Novices, new viewers. I hope you guys, girls, everyone watching enjoyed, or I don't know, was a little bit inspired that I modified that brand new trolling motor. Hopefully that encourages you all to not be intimidated by messing with very simple electronics. I am by no means electronically gifted, by any means electronically intelligent. There's plenty of people I personally know that know I don't know anything about electrics. My dad's one of them. I've electrocuted myself like at least twice. That being said, I didn't electrocute myself doing this. Everything seems to be running well. In the next video, I'm going to be through hull wiring. I'll be able to plug my trolling motor right into a plug, and then on the other side, on the inside of the kayak, there'll be another connection that connects to the battery. And I'll also have a fuse or a breaker in there. That way, if there is some kind of voltage issue, it pops that, and then I just can flip it back or change the fuse out. Ramblings of an old man. Thanks for watching this week. I hope you guys have a great weekend, night, day, whatever time you're watching this. Hope you got a kick out of watching me do some DIY stuff. Catch you in the next video. Hopefully this works like I think it will. So high.